Merrick, thank you for taking time with us off the block. What are your feelings on winning a big top 5 match on the road?
Yeah, it was a great win tonight. Grand Canyon is a super challenging team, and this is a super challenging gym to play in. So it felt super good for us to be able to be in here with the loud fans, with the tough serves of Grand Canyon and just their competitive nature. And we knew that how bad they wanted to beat us, and especially tonight. So we kind of knew coming in that we were going to have to weather some storms, and we were going to have to be okay with being a little bit uncomfortable in this setting and in this atmosphere. But I think we did a great job of keeping it on our side of the net. And whenever in the first set, things kind of lost it a little bit, ended up falling in the first set. So we were able just to kind of regroup and just know that we need to play UCLA volleyball. It wasn't about what they were doing. It was just more about how here and there we can get better. And we ended up, getting the win tonight, so it felt super great. But this is also just a really good match for us to get better and to make it a little bit tougher on us, especially coming into this stretch run for NCAA. So we love atmospheres like this, and we love pressure like this. So it was a good one tonight for sure.
Yeah, let's talk about this atmosphere. You played at Hawaii earlier this year.
Totally.
You played already in previous years at BYU. How does this compare?
This is a great atmosphere. I think that they're super loud and they're super chirpy, and they definitely, the fans do some research on us. So they say some pretty funny things that, for some guys that might get under our skin or make us think a little bit about we serve. But like I said, we love being in the moments that we're uncomfortable, and we love knowing that we're still able to play well and play UCLA volleyball and run our systems when things are a little stressful and things are loud. So like you said, we played at BYU, we played at Hawaii, and those are the matches that we prefer, because at the end of the year when it's, the beginning of May, and we're going to be in front of a lot of people who are super passionate about their teams and they want their teams to end up on top. So it's really good for us just to be able to get it now. So, we're a little bit used to it as the end comes on.
I'm fully expecting a cliche answer, but what's the difference between the first 2 sets and the last 2 sets?
Yeah, I think that ultimately it was us just playing Bruin volleyball, and it kind of was just a serve and pass battle. I think ultimately we knew if we went back there and hit our serves and hit aggressively, that ultimately our side out game is going to be better than theirs. So we knew if we got them out of system and continually got them out of system and made them feel pressure, and instead of us feeling the pressure, when we were able to do that, I think they were certainly feeling our pressure, and that's when we were able to score and just do things that we knew would help us win towards the end.
I think everybody knows UCLA volleyball. It starts with a strong serve.
Absolutely.
And aggressive serve. But let's talk about the receive part.
Totally.
Troy Gooch, I feel like, is kind of underrated. He does it all.
Absolutely.
He doesn't have a second libero helping him out.
Totally.
Talk about his performance tonight.
Yeah, I have honestly the chills talking about him, because he's been such a great addition to our team this year, and he puts up some really great balls, and his touch is just so good, and it's really hard for me to describe, but just his touches and the way he passes the ball makes it a lot easier for me as a middle just to be able to attack. I honestly couldn't really explain it to you, but just the way the ball comes off his platform, it's really nice for me just to be able to have a good approach and make sure my spacing's good. But like you said, I think Troy Gooch is one of the most underrated people in the NCAA this year, and he's constantly working hard, he's constantly communicating, and he's constantly, keeping us in check and keeping us in line, and he's such a great communicator that it helps us on the court just everything go a lot smoother. And it's so important for us, like you said, especially at the end of the year, people are going to be ripping their serves, and we're going to need a Troy Gooch back there to help us out and win towards the end. So he's been such a fabulous addition for the Bruins this year. Absolutely.
There was an audible difference between in the last 2 sets. You kind of took the crowd out of the
totally.
match.
Yeah.
How exciting is that for you?
It definitely it feels good, especially at the beginning when the crowd's super fired up, and even loud crowds can definitely help fire up their teams and have them hit their serves a little bit harder. So as the match went on, we could totally tell that the crowd was getting less and less in it, and even we could see people start to leave, and that feels good for us. And honestly, it's more about us. Once those situations happen is when we start really playing 1-point volleyball, and we're not trying to think, okay, let's get 5 in a row right here. No, we're just worried about this ball, this point. And I think as we've been able to do that this year, it's only been super beneficial for us, especially when things get super stressful and things get super loud. So like I said, just knowing that they started to get a little bit quieter and they started to get less invested in the match, it made us feel super good. And I think once we felt that, we started to run away with it.
A couple more questions. How exciting is it to have such a deep bench? You have players like Kaczynski coming off the bench, but also late in the fourth set, it was a little bit out of hand, but you had the backup setter come in.
Right,
How much fun was that?
Yeah, totally. It's super great having such a deep bench, and that just makes our practices so much more high level. And even too, I've honestly, when I get asked this, I say this a lot, but there's a lot of times in practice where the B side is beating the A side, and they really push us, and they are so humble, and they are just guys who know that a lot of other places that if they decided to go, they'd be starters and they'd be on the court, and they knew they wanted to be at UCLA, they wanted to be a part of the culture, and they wanted to be a part of Spra and everything that he's, set up at UCLA. So it really is super nice just to know that every day once we're going in the gym that, we could be competing with, the number 2, the number 3 team in the country with our B side. So it's really nice just to be able to have those high level reps and high level competition in practice. And like I said, we're getting those reps every single day. So it really is such a team effort. I know, I'm getting interviewed right now, and there's starters and people who are out on the court, but we truly do, as UCLA men's volleyball, need our bench to keep doing so well.
And final question, obligatory question, short turnaround, what do you want to improve on tomorrow night?
Yeah, I think as a team, I think we just need to come in and from the very first point, we need to play Bruin volleyball, and we need to, I think a lot of the time too, as our team, it's kind of, in the first set, it's like, all right, let's get our mojo, let's figure it out. Instead, no, like from the first ball, we had a night to be able to play in here and get comfortable, and some of us have played in here before, so we do have a little bit of familiarity with it in this gym. So I think from the very first point, we want to start like we did the second set and not have to repeat the first set and kind of, battle back and dig ourselves out of the hole that we made. So I think very much just playing Bruin volleyball from the first point and making sure that they're feeling the pressure in their own gym and we aren't.
Well, thank you for taking time with us. Congratulations on the 4-set victory, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.